Willkommen zurück zu Persona 4 Golden. Letztes Mal haben wir erstmal seine Sicht der Dinge gesehen, dann haben wir das Sicht der Dinge uns angehört und nun geht es weiter.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh, I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life. This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. Wahrscheinlich sind wir todmüde, können wir nichts machen, wa? So sieht's aus. Und noch Nebel, Nebel. Ja, ich bin mir immer unsicher, ob ich das mit einem Auto schaffe, ne? Die Zeit vergeht schon hart. Aber ich will es nicht völlig aufgeben. Ich habe immer noch Hoffnung, dass wir es schaffen. Weil, wie gesagt, ich weiß nicht genau, wie lange das noch war und ich weiß tatsächlich auch nicht, was sich durch die Golden-Version noch alles verändert. Das ist nämlich ein ganz, ganz wichtiger Punkt. Soweit ich gehört habe, gibt es sogar noch ein bisschen mehr Content, wie gesagt, durch Golden. Gegen Ende. Also mal schauen. Ich bin gespannt. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you will be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. Wir können uns immer mal wieder bewegen, das ist ja schon mal ganz krass. Aber heute ging es ja wirklich nur darum, investigativ vorzugehen, richtig? Also, zum Shopping District, I guess. Can I help you? About those murders, that incident last spring? I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What is it? Those murders? What are you talking about? You explained out the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. I was going to remember something from that far back anyway. Wow, eigentlich erst die Todesstelle vergessen, ne? Man, this fog. It makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. No use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. This fog has gotta be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Juness. Yeah, that's right, Juness. Ja, das ist ganz bestimmt. The country of Juness is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Wow. Er dreht aber ein bisschen am Rad, der Mann. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, You know, about that first murder, I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and get as much information as we can. I'll see you later. I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all. Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Damn fog. Hurry up and go away. Hey, listen to this. Gisette came and spoke to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for an autograph and what type of guy she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. About those murders. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Gisette right now. Wow. I've been asking around about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the beard suit from Jeunesse, but nobody has seen him yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Was genau mit ihm passiert, ist ja noch schwierig zu sagen, ne? Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from the friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? This fog is sure dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? A little while ago they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. The fog isn't clearing, even though the year's almost over. It's deplorable. I'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. What do you want? Kannst du dich an irgendjemanden Auffälliges, Ungewöhnliches erinnern? Jemand Verdächtiges? There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're the kid who's staying at Dojima-kuns house. Oh, I almost forgot. Ja, deine feine Kohle habe ich nicht besorgt. Vergiss deine... Ich frage genau die andere Sache nochmal eben. I can't remember something from that long ago. Oh, ja, deine feine Cola, die kannst du dich noch erinnern. Die ist auch lange her. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, I've gotten kinda freaked out too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Die kann ich gar nichts fragen, okay. Ja, da ist Mr. Gasmask. Was hat er für ein Gesicht? Der hat eine Gasmaske auf. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset, of course. I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it. It's so depressing. Do you have a question? About those murders. Oh, come on, don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So, that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Recall anyone suspicious? It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would have been rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person. You better be careful when taking your motorcycle out on a foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Wait, or was I at fault there? Ich glaube nicht, es klingt ja nicht so, dass du da Schuld dran hättest. Aber mit dem Suspicious-Kram muss ich vielleicht auch meinen anderen noch mitteilen, ne? Das könnte sein. Ist im Schrein noch jemand? Beim Schrein? Selben Kids wie immer, aber vielleicht haben die auch was zu erzählen. My teacher said to go home quickly because of the fog. It's nice to not have the girls chasing me around, but it's boring, because I can't play soccer now. Na, ich glaube, die haben nichts Wichtiges zu sagen. Und er ist immer noch der Bugcatcher-Boy. Okay. Da kann die Welt untergehen, in Anführungsstrichen. Der Nebel kann runterkommen und so, weißt du, aber er will immer noch Bugs catchen. Oh, warte, ich will eben mit Shia reden. Ne, das ist nichts Neues. Also wahrscheinlich muss ich woanders hin, ne? Weil ich könnte jetzt dieselben Personen natürlich nochmal fragen. Mache ich natürlich auch eben fix. Recall anyone suspicious? No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Lisette. Wow. Selbes normal. Ich bin nur sicher, dass die es Neues zu sagen haben. A strange person? No, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is a pretty small town, wouldn't you say? If I had, I'm pretty sure I'd remember. A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town anyway. Okay. Shopping District hat uns nicht weitergeholfen. Also wir haben eine neue Frage bekommen, die wir stellen können. Gehen wir erstmal zum Junior Store, der ist kleiner, übersichtlicher. First we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Saki Konishi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses and any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Can I help you? Oh, those murders. The incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exam next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Das ist so traurig gerade. Recall anyone suspicious? A suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Wenn jetzt niemand Neues aufgetaucht ist, der gerade nicht da war, ne? I hate how it's foggy every day now. This is a season for winter vegetables too. What will I do if the fog really is poison? All my vegetables will go rotten. This is all because not enough people eat their veggies. If only my son would clean his plate, he'd... Ja, das wird wahrscheinlich der Grund sein. Okay, zum Floodplane. Helfen wir uns da erstmal um, bevor wir das neue Lied da angehen. Der wollte eine neue Lampe haben, ne? Oh, it's you. Fog's pretty thick today. Everyone who walks in can hardly recognize my surroundings. Pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. The lamp I asked you about. Okay, der Typ hat uns nichts Neues zu erzählen. Der will unter eine Lampe da haben. Diesmal vergesse ich nicht, unten hinzugehen, was ich ja schon mal vergessen hatte. Die ist aber auch nirgends, zumindest aktuell nicht. Gut. My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. Jeez, this is horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? That fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? Not these murders. I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. Recall anyone suspicious? We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Okay. Das hilft natürlich auch wieder. Gar nicht. Kannst du gerne wieder füttern, ne, wenn ich schon hier bin. Miau, miau. Hier hast du ein bisschen roten Goldfisch. Miau. Can try feeding it again next time. Do you need something? About the murders. Now that you mention it, the town was all a buzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? It doesn't look like you will find any more information on the incident last spring. Will das Spiel mich jetzt... Ja, ich glaube, das Spiel will jetzt sagen, dass ich jetzt diese Frage nicht mehr stellen brauche, oder? Recall anyone suspicious? Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it right quick. Ja, das hört sich alles so an, als ob es nicht allzu strange person gewesen sein kann, sondern jemand, mit dem man einigermaßen vertraut ist, oder? Die Highschool ist zu, oder? Ich guck mal eben nach. Hieß es nicht? Ja, war Montag ist ja Rot-Oberzeit, das ist ein Feiertag, ja. Sieht noch unheimlicher aus. In diesem Nebel. So, dann gehen wir nochmal wieder dahin. Gucken, ob da jemand Neues ist oder ob wir jetzt abwarten müssen bis zum neuen Tag. Das könnte ja auch sein. Weil dieses Medium, mit dem ich jetzt sprechen soll, nicht da ist. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, hm? Do you know about that first murder? I wonder why it happened. Das hatten wir schon, ja. Das ist derselbe Text. Es ist derselbe Text. Muss ich nach Hause? Ich darf keine Zeit verschwenden. Im schlimmsten Fall gucke ich mal eben nach. Letztes, was ich mir leisten kann, ist Zeit wegwerfen, ehrlich gesagt. Ne. Die einzige Person, die jetzt auch wie eine Freundin von ihr hätte sein können, ist die Schülerin am Anfang und die habe ich ja gefragt. Also gehe ich mal davon aus, heute ist nichts mehr auszufinden, aber ich werde vorher nachgucken, weil ich werde sicherlich keine Tage verschwenden. Ich habe eh schon ein schlechtes Gefühl, was ein Auto angeht, dass ich das noch voll kriegen will. Oh, that. Okay. Jetzt erinnert sie sich plötzlich. Okay. You remember Saki Kunishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatami's person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Ja, hieß sie damals ja auch, ne? Ich kann mich auch erinnern, dass es hieß, ob die Saki nicht vielleicht sich irgendwie so einen Typen geangelt hätte, der älter ist, um von ihm irgendwie Geld abzuziehen oder so, keine Ahnung. Irgendwie so ein Gerücht ging ja um. Aber ich kann jetzt ja nicht mehr fragen, oder? Ich weiß ja jetzt nicht viel mehr als vorher und ich habe keine neue Frage bekommen. Hat sich irgendwas verändert? Nein. Dann gucke ich eben nach, bevor ich jetzt hier ewig im Kreis laufe. Bis gleich. Okay, das ist natürlich so ein Hauch von, hätte ich auch machen können. Nochmal anscheinend mit jedem reden hier. Gut, dann machen wir das nochmal. Das kennen wir. Ich gehe nur auf die sichere Nummer, dass wir mal alle fragen. Besser ist das. Don't identify cold. Have I seen any other weird people aside from Namatame-san? No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like you'll find any more information on a suspicious person. Das war die einzige Person, die ich mit dem wegen Suspicious Person nicht nochmal gefragt habe, ne? Ich hoffe, weil sie mir jetzt den Hinweis gegeben hat, oder? Keine Ahnung, irgendwie so. Should report back to the group. Okay, das war das Letzte, was wir noch machen mussten, alles klar. Chinese Diner, ah ja. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please!
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Oh, now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano. as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. You decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Wer ist es? Wer ist es?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Sakiko Nishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Sakiko Nishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusual high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is Yosuke Hanamura, Chie Satonaka, Yukiko Amagi oder Teddy. Nein, es ist jemand anderes, natürlich keiner von denen. Macht euch nicht verrückt. Yosuke hat mit der Announcerin nichts zu tun. Das würde alles keinen Sinn machen. Die sind in unserer Gruppe gewesen. Kanji Tatsumi, Hiseku Shikawa, Naoto Shirogane. Nein, das macht auch keinen Sinn. Yotaro Dojima. Wäre nicht unmöglich. Ja, er würde fast allen Kriterien entsprechen. Aber er würde niemals Nanako in so eine Gefahr bringen oder zulassen, dass sie so in Gefahr gerät. Taro Namatame. Da haben wir schon durch die Sache, ne? Die ersten beiden hat er nicht gemacht. Aber es gibt hier einen in dieser Liste. Einen, auf den das alles passen würde. Einen, der mit der Announcerin zu tun hatte, der mit Saki zu tun hatte. Einen, der hätte immer uns in einem gewissen Maß überwachen können. Jemand, der problemlos hätte zum Haus gehen können, weil es ganz normal gewesen ist, dass er sich da auch mal auffällt. Er hat sich auch öfter da mal aufgehalten und zufällig war er auch ganz oft, ganz zufällig da und hat ganz zufällig, ungewöhnlicherweise Sachen ausgeplaudert, nicht wahr? Toru Adachi. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, He could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Das wäre.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
Das ist aber sehr interessant, weil das was Einzige, was ein bisschen gefehlt hat, ne? Ich meine, warum er mit Saki zu tun hat, wäre sinnvoll, weil er vielleicht auch an den hier irgendwelchen Fragen ihr gegenüber beteiligt war. In der Vernehmung und so weiter. Weil sie ja das erste Opfer gefunden hat. Aber es war noch nicht ganz klar, welche Verbindung er jetzt zur Announcerin hat. Aber das wäre eine Verbindung, wenn er von vornherein mit ihr hergekommen ist.
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, you know, that's just how cops are, so I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions.
Die Verbindung war schon ziemlich klar, konnte man sich denken. Aber dass er eingeteilt wurde, um die Announcerin zu bewachen, das ist natürlich interessant.
I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities have been begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
So sicher wissen wir es auch nicht, ne? Wir müssen es erstmal wirklich bestätigen können. Wir brauchen Beweise.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. You feel that you are getting closer to the truth. Seekers of the Truth, Rank 4, Judgment.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
Tja, das stimmt natürlich nicht, das haben wir oft genug mitbekommen.
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment, get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi. Über den Zeitraum, wo Yamano verschwunden ist.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
You should question Adachi. Wie war das mit der Vernehmung von Saki?
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
Da ist immer noch etwas, was du Adachi fragen solltest. Warum übersetze ich das jetzt? Okay. Scheiße. Ja, was die Warnbriefe anbelangt.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Sowas würde man vergessen.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous! We already know Namatami's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Interessant. Put them all in.
Put them all in? What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand.
Der kein anderer glaubt, ne? Keiner wollte mir zuhören. Das war ja gar kein Thema für die Polizei, weil das unrealistisch natürlich war. Aber er scheint das sehr ernst zu nehmen mit dem Leute im TVs reinstecken, ja?
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days.
Auch ein wichtiger Punkt. All die Fälle, die ja nach den beiden Mordfällen gekommen sind, oder nach den, sagen wir 3 Mordfällen, auch wenn einer davon Trittbrettfahrer war, die sind ja nicht gestorben. Also war das ja nie Teil des Cases. Das waren ja einfach nur Kidnappings dann oder Missing Leute, Leute, die vielleicht von zu Hause weggerannt sind.
Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that.
Für ihn schien es ja schon alles zusammenzupassen. Kein Wunder, wenn man schon mehr weiß, ne?
What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
Namatame's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either. Or either, wie du es willst.
What the? I swear he ran this way!
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would, but could he have...
Yeah, I think so.
Durch den TV, huh?
If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go in, let's go tomorrow. Let's go in.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here.
Ja, das habe ich auch nie gesagt, dass wir von hier aus reingehen sollen, aber okay.
We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead.
Ja, gut, ich verstehe schon, ne? Das war, sie wollten, dass ich morgen durch das Tunesting gehe, aber wir hätten auch heute durchs Tunesting gehen können, meines Erachtens. Aber okay.
Let's go in from Jeunesse, like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
The extremely suspicious detective Adachi. You've taken another step closer to the truth. The Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 5. Yeah. You split up for today and you all went back home. Hui. Ja, man sagt es immer wieder in diesem Spiel, aber die Ereignisse überschlagen sich. Ja, ich würde sagen, Adachi scheint unser Mann zu sein, so wie er sich verhalten hat. Also eigentlich genug Beweise geliefert, von sich aus, für uns zumindest. Die Zeit vergeht, ich hoffe immer noch innerlich, dass wir das mit Naruto schaffen. Da muss ich, glaube ich, noch ein bisschen was beachten und ich hoffe einfach, dass wir es irgendwie schaffen. Ich weiß es nicht, ich hoffe es einfach. Mehr kann ich nicht dazu sagen. Ich werde weiter mein Bestes geben, sobald ich wieder die Chance habe, mit Leuten abzuhängen. Und das haben wir auch nochmal, so ist es nicht. Aber wir sind schon sehr nah dran, ne? Es müssen noch 6 Ränge gestiegen werden. Mal gucken. Ich werde es natürlich versuchen, aber can't promise that we will see. Okay, ich danke euch fürs Zusehen. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn es weitergeht mit Persona 4 Golden. Adachi ist wahrscheinlich in die TV-Welt geflohen. Was vielleicht für ihn was anderes bedeutet oder vielleicht auch weniger gefährlich ist. Ich weiß ja nicht, wie sein Verständnis von dieser Welt ist. Ob er Verständnis davon hat. Auch wenn wir schon wissen, dass er scheinbar da tief drin steckt in der Scheiße, wissen wir halt nicht, was wirklich seine Ansicht ist, was seine Geschichte ist. Also mal sehen. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Bye bye.